Hi guys, Crazy Russian Woodshop is here with you. Today I'm going to try to answer the question that many of my subscribers asked: which dowel jig is the best? So I've made a number of DIY dowel jigs in the last year, and I just wanted to compare them, not only based on which one I think is the most precise, but also based on which jig is the easiest to be made and which one I like the best, basically. And you please tell me which one you like the best too in the comment section, because I'm just gonna give you my opinion. All right, so let's get to it. So I'm not gonna talk much about how I made them, because you can watch separate videos about every jigs that I've made here. I'll leave links. I'm going to try to rate them. So this is going to be place number 5. This is a simple jig. So the way it works, there are 2 pegs and there is an aim. So you just self-center it, aim it against the line, and drill a hole. I thought it would work well freehand, but it doesn't work that well. For best results, it's better to clamp it. So that kind of killed the idea for me, because it's really not a freehand anymore. So the next is number 4. The same idea, 2 pegs. That was an earlier jig. Self-centers. You can use a line, or you can just basically aim it first, lower it, and clamp it. So I'll give it number 4 because it's so straightforward and very easy to make it. Now, and place number 3 is a very similar idea. I just put 3 of these jigs in line. You can just line them like this, clamp it, and drill 3 holes in a row. So the disadvantage of this jig is it's harder to aim. The best way I found was just to put a drill against the line, then lower the jig, and then clamp it, and then do 3 holes in the line. The reason I don't like it particularly is because it's difficult to make it precise. Place number 2 goes to a similar it's more classical. This design is classical. I didn't invent it. I just maybe made it a little bit easier. It's kind of like a split design here with 2 metal inserts. And everything else is pretty much the same. The idea is the same. You place the jig, you clamp it, and it self-centers. So I like this jig better because it's easier to make it precise. You still have to be very precise. Like every hole has to be exactly where it's supposed to be. Otherwise, it will not work well. But it's still easier than this, because there's just more drilling and more places to mess it up. It's not quite as compact. As you can see, this one you can put in your pocket, literally. But it works well. And the place number 1 goes to this jig. And the reason I like it so much is because of its simplicity. It's simple to make and precise, and they work well. Show you how it works. Place 1 of them where you want the holes. The second one is just the support. Clamp it. Drill 2 holes. They don't have to be perfectly centered. And then flip that board like this, and that surface will be perfectly flush. So this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So you guys let me know which jig you like the best, what you think, and check out the videos about how I made them and how I tested them. I'm showing how they work in real life, each of them. Alright guys, thanks for watching, be safe, and happy woodworking.